national hero Nawab Bugti, who was target killed by Pakistani state and Pakistani agencies. He was a typical Baloch. He lived his whole life defending Baloch rights. He was among the other Baloch leaders who negotiated. He kept dialogue with the Pakistani state and their establishment agencies, but alas, he was forced and he was killed by Pakistani army on 26th December 2006. There are other distinguished guests here, they will speak more about it. Now may I ask Lakhu Luhana to shed lights on Nawab Sahab's life sketch for us. Luhana Sahab.
Dear Baloch and Sindhi friends, human beings are born, they live, and they die. And during the history of humankind, billions of people have lived on this earth and they died. It's a very small journey. Now, among these billions of people who have left this earth, why, the question is why there are only few people? Because if you look at the current history, how many people in the world are currently remembered every year? Not by those who are their relatives, but all those people who don't have any direct connection to them. Many people who are sitting here today, not many would have an opportunity to see Nawab Akbar Shahbaz Bugti. How many did you see? Those who are fortunate, one has raised hand, there will be few more. Not many have had the opportunity to see him. So why we have come here today? To remember him. I'll come back to that question, answer that question later on. The life of everybody, every human being is a journey. The journey of Nawab Akbar Shahbaz Bugti started on 12th of July 1927 when he was born in the rugged region of Khetran, which is now called Khetran. In the rugged region of Khetran, that was 12th of July 1927. In his early age, he became the 12th Tamandar of Bugti tribe. Of course, he was a Nawab, a Sardar of a very big, important tribe in Balochistan. Therefore, he had a lot of influence in that society. His involvement and his interest in politics was as early as 1940s. And then it is a continued journey until Nawab Saab's realization that what is the most important thing in life. And then the ultimate was his ultimate sacrifice for his realization. He remained in politics, he became minister a number of times of Balochistan. He became number of times MNAs in Pakistan's National Assembly. He became governor, he became prime minister. Chief Minister of Balochistan. He became Chief Minister of Balochistan, Governor of Balochistan. But that was all towards his journey of realization. There were periods which probably, when we look back, we don't feel comfortable with that. And one of the periods was when he became governor in 1973. But soon after, he differed with the policies of the center that were being dealt after the way the Balochs were dealt. Blood was flowing freely. They were bombarded. They left within a year. He realized it. And I think probably that was, to me, when I look back to his life, that was probably his turning point in his life. Though there were further turning points which completely changed his attitude. He was a man of a great wisdom. He was probably among the Baloch elite. He was one of the most literate person. He had enormous love to read books, to read literature, to read history, to read philosophy, to read politics. He was probably the most literate, the person who read most of books in that class of Baloch elite. All these incidents are basically becoming chief minister and governor and all these. Eventually, finally, he was a very robust politician. He was a statesman. When he used to talk even to the intellectuals from the so-called Pakistan's intellectual civil society, they were really amazed with the knowledge of this person. That generally, because it has been the policy of the Pakistan's government, they said, look, there are only 3 Sardars, they used to say. Now they are left only 2. There are only 3 Sardars. Balochistan's issue is not an issue. And why these 3 Sardars want to raise the issue? Because they wanted their domination in that area. And the 3 Sardars were who? Nawab Khairbakhsh Bugti, Nawab Khairbakhsh Mari, Sai Atala Mengal, and Sai Akbar Bugti. These were the 3 people that this is because of them, and that's their personal interest.